Hi, I'm Wanda with Jimmy Branch Homestead, and today I'm going to be freeze drying fruits and vegetables. In particular, I have a tray and a half of raspberries, and a half a tray of strawberries. Now these are all from my garden, but I had put them in the trays and stuck them in the freezer earlier on until I had time to properly process them. So I also have 2 trays of frozen peas, and these too are from my garden. That's the thing I love about having the covers. I have plastic covers for all my trays so that I can cover the trays and stack them up in the freezer, and then when I have a chance to process them, they're all ready to go. So I already have turned on my freeze dryer and got it to temperature, so I'm going to go ahead and get these loaded, and I'll take you in the other room to show you. Okay, here we are at the freeze dryer. I have got all of the items loaded into the trays. The trays loaded into the freeze dryer. And I'm just going to go ahead and close the door. Now my message up here, and I know you probably can't see that. I can try and get closer, but usually it doesn't show up too good. Anyway, it says load the food into the freeze dryer and close the drain valve. So the drain valve is on the left side in there at the back, and I'm going to go ahead and do that now, or double check it. I'd already actually closed it earlier, but I always double check it. Make sure if you had a previous load that you did and had it drained into a bucket, you've emptied your bucket so that when you open this, once it's done, it will not ruin your food. Okay, so now that I have everything loaded, I'm just going to hit the button where it says continue. And so it's already down to 17 degrees. It will get to its targeted temperature, and then it will start the drying process. As it goes through the processing, you'll see ice build up on the inside of the freeze dryer. That is normal. So why do I freeze dry these type of foods? First of all, I feel like they taste fresher when you take them out. I don't have to worry about freezer burn. They're dried. I can store up to 25 years if I have a super healthy harvest, or I find really good buys at the grocery store. All of this produce did come from my garden, but I also buy from, for instance, Walmart in the great big bags, or different things like that. Anytime I can find stuff on sale. The peas will also be great when I go to make soups. I can take the different freeze-dried vegetables that I have and just throw them in and use them. So they're very usable and they'll last a very, very long time. When I freeze stuff in my freezer, especially vegetables, they seem to go bad pretty quickly. The maximum life typically for frozen fruits and vegetables in your freezer is about 6 months. And if you have a frost-free freezer, that's going to ruin it before then. It's going to freezer burn it. So I like to freeze dry my items. The berries, I will use a couple different ways. I like to eat them for snacks, a crunchy snack right out of the jar. Some of these things I'll put in Milo bags. Other things I will put in glass jars. These will probably all go in glass jars once they are completed. I'll show you how I do that. It's a wonderful way to have more nutritious food on hand for yourself and your family. So I'm going to go ahead and let the freeze dryer do its thing, and I'll bring you back and show you as we progress through the process. Okay, so we are in the final dry mode. This whole bar will turn green. Right now it's up to about halfway. And then once that bar finishes, it has a time of 2 hours, which is by default. So we're really busy today. I want to make sure that this isn't done until the evening. So I can always change it. So for right now, I'm going to increase it, let's say by 7 hours. I can come back and decrease it also. Okay, it's been right about 24 hours since I put the food in. Remember, it was pre-frozen, so the reason I like to do that is it takes a lot less time. It typically takes 24 to 36 hours for me to run a batch. Rarely more than 24 hours if I pre-freeze. Okay, so now I have to open the drain valve to release the pressure. I don't know if you can see this, but it's really stuck. The door is stuck down hard because of the vacuum seal. And that is releasing the vacuum seal. So I'm going to get my moisture meter ready and turn it on. Yeah, no moisture. Check in here. The trays are hot because they've been going for quite a while. I had put them on extended time because I had to run to town this morning. Okay, everything is done. That's great. So now I always want to work quickly to get this in the jars and sealed. So I am going to take out the raspberries first. Remember, I have another half a tray. So I'll meet you in the kitchen. Okay, so I'm going to process this pretty quickly. Like I said, I don't want it to start gathering moisture again from the air conditioning or the humidity. I have washed my hands. And I just love these on my cereal, both my hot and cold cereal. So they don't last long. So I always put them in my short midterm storage. These will last up to 3 or 4 years.
Can you give me enough evidence to arrest and convict Sonny Corinthos? What if I don't have it? Why are you still protecting him? Sonny has left a trail of broken lives behind him, starting with my wife and my brother. Sonny has to pay! Sonny was about a lot of things when I came back in town. Mine was just an excuse. Poor Charles takes them down. You literally know where all the bodies are.
Okay, now to prepare these for storage, I want to seal these by sucking out all the air. That will keep them from drying moisture. And you'll kind of hear a little bit of tone difference as it's getting the air out. Okay. And that's all there is to it. Let me get the lid off. The tool off. And so now it's sealed. So this is part of a kit that I buy with this vacuum sealer for jars. and it comes with both a wide mouth and a regular mouth. And it also has a charger. So I just leave the charger plugged in all the time, and that way it's always ready for use. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get the rest of the stuff out of the freeze dryer. Okay, so that gave me 2 full quarts of raspberries and 1.5 pints perfect filled of strawberry slices. And you do want to slice your strawberries so that they will thoroughly freeze dry. And all these berries will be great on my cereals, as snacks, or mixed into smoothies. So it's a great way to have them for that as well. Okay, I'm going to grab the peas and I'll be right back. Okay. And all of the produce is always so light and airy because all of the water has basically been extracted from it. These will be great for adding to soups, or I could rehydrate them as peas. Oopsie. Oops. I was hoping to get 2 quarts, but it looks like I'm only going to get 1. Some of these have a little bit of white crystallization. That is the high content, sugar content that was in the peas. Now that's going to be a bummer if it doesn't quite fit. Go flying over here. Yep. Now when I get ready to use these, I'll sort them as I do dried beans. They come out of an organic garden, ours. But, you know, there still could be some pieces of hull or whatever that accidentally got in with them. Again, these are going to be so great to add to soups. that's mainly what I plan on making with them. I'm hoping to make up a lot of dry soup mixes and reseal it. It's going to be so close. There's a little something. Lost it. Okay, they did fit. Okay, so now we know. It took a lot of peas to make a quart. You can do the same thing with produce that you buy from your local farmers markets or from the grocery store, or even bags of frozen peas and vegetables. Just spread them out and freeze dry them, and then you'll have, in this method, up to 3 or 4 years. If you seal them, with this one's been opened because I've been snacking on it. But if you seal them with a melted sealer that comes with your freeze dryer and a oxygen absorber inside, that produce will last up to 25 years in storage and be just as good the day you opened it as the day you put it in. That's why it's so important to use high quality produce. So if you're enjoying this type of video, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and share our videos on your social media. It's the best way that you can help us to grow our channel. Thank you so much for watching Jimmy Branch Homestead, and God bless.